everybody. This is Michael Levitas from JurisQ.com, a legal network where we bring you attorneys to answer commonly asked legal questions. We have here back with us Matthew Sullivan from the law firm of Gregory, Spektor and Associates. Matthew, welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
Matthew, you do construction accidents law, and in one of our prior sessions, we touched upon what happens when you lost your wages because of your injury, can't work. There is a workers' compensation available for you. And you mentioned you have to go through a board that determines your injuries, determines what you qualify. And I want to touch some more upon it just to get more into details of how this works. And I've read recently, few people got indicted criminally because they were faking their injuries. Doctors went to prison for a long time, and also people who are faking those injuries to get the benefits of workers' comp. So I want to talk to you about those two issues, what goes into workers' board compensation board decision, and also about how you got to be honest about your injuries and make sure that you do the right thing, so later on it doesn't come back and bite you.
Of course, of course. So the Workers' Compensation Board is an administrative board that handles these claims. Think of it like it's like a court, basically. And the Workers' Compensation Board will determine your lost wages and the amount that you should be getting paid, how long you should be getting paid those wages, and what medical treatment you need. If you got hurt on a construction site and you hurt your neck and your back, the Workers' Compensation Board will likely approve neck and back treatment. They likely won't approve treatment to your left foot. And that's an example of one of the issues that will come up during these proceedings, during these Workers' Compensation Board hearings.
Understood.
In addition to going before the panel in order to answer questions, that's really all they want to do. It's not adversarial. It's not like court in the sense that anyone's cross-examining you, really. They just want to know, where were you working? Are you being honest? You touched on that earlier. Being honest to the Workers' Compensation Board is critical. There are criminal penalties for people who are not honest to the board. And that's not just the worker, the injured person who's seeking the benefits. Just like you said, doctors, lawyers, and other professionals within that process have also been found to be criminally liable for misrepresenting an accident or misrepresenting treatment to the board.
And also, I just thought about it. It could also hurt your case. Let's say you're suing your employer for an injury you have sustained at the work site. If you get indicted for lying to your doctor or lying to the board about your injuries, you better believe your claim is probably not going anywhere for your injuries. Am I right?
Credibility is critical throughout the entire process. If you've been honest during the board process and you were honest at your deposition, well, the defense is going to think this person will be honest at trial. Let's settle. Let's give them money.
Right.
If you were found to be untruthful during the workers' comp proceeding, and then your story changed again at the deposition, well, the defense attorney, the insurance company, is going to think you're not going to be able to keep your story straight at trial. Let's go to trial. Let's expose this person for being untruthful to a jury. And that is something we talk about, how unpredictable juries are. With almost certainty, I can tell you, jurors do not like people who aren't telling the truth.
Of course, absolutely. And that's a great lesson in life, to be truthful in general, but very important also to make sure that you're truthful throughout all the positions, all the proceedings, so everything matches.
Exactly.
But sometimes people get nervous and they may misspeak. So I guess attorney's job is then to smooth it out and explain why there were any kind of inconsistencies.
That's absolutely true. What I tell all my clients when we go to trial is that it's my job to do a direct examination, and it's your job to tell the truth during that direct examination. There will then be a cross-examination, and there are other lawyers, defendants, insurance companies who are paid to get you to seem inconsistent, to get the client to misspeak.
Right.
That's okay, as long as the client comes across as credible, as likable, not arguing. It is my job to then, exactly like you said, redirect the client, give them an opportunity to explain why on Monday they said the light was red, but on Tuesday they said the light was yellow.
Right.
And there are oftentimes very good explanations that it is the attorney's job to elicit.
Very good. Okay, Matthew, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. If anybody has specific questions on their case, if you were injured at a construction site, at a work site, if your loved one, God forbid, lost their life at a construction site, reach out to Matthew Sullivan. The number is in the bottom of the screen for a free consultation. Thank you, everybody, and have a great day. Take care.
Thank you for having me.
Bye-bye.